Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 352 of Godcraft. And we're going to be doing one on the test server. And for the people who dislike that, you can kind of go fuck yourselves. Anyways, yeah, we're on the test server, which is going to be soon ported to the main server. Not the world, but the plugins and etc. are working. One I was really happy to try out was called MC Bands, and I banned this guy actually. Shorty247. G means global, which is a global ban, so any other server he goes on, if they have really strict rules, he can't even enter them. Or at least it'll tell, like, when he logs into the moderators or something like that, he's known for previous crimes. Griefing Godcraft's test server, blah, blah, blah. Uh, we're not going to let the mods do global bans. They can only do the local bans, so it would be just /ban. But yeah, that's sort of like to make it so only me and Sniper can do it, because you need to make sure you post the proof on the bans. They need to be as legitimate as possible. We don't want, moderators doing, illegal bans, basically, because if you do that, then, see, like this is a grief here. So I could do... I don't know if I got it, though. Oh, that's weird. Who knows where it was? Could have been up here. Who knows? Anyways, because you have to have proof, and MC bans, if you don't have kind of a proof, like we won't have an issue, but some servers will just ban people because I dislike your face. Well, you don't global ban somebody for something like that, because that's ridiculous. It's unfair to that player who will try to go on another server, who will now probably not get a chance on that server if they use MC bans, because that admin is clearly, a prick who just has a grudge against them. And of course, that's the whole point of, proving, proof and whatnot. So me and Sniper can make it into a global ban later. So another one is called Temp Ban, and this is where you guys are gonna love me. All the mods will love me, anyways. So Temp Ban. So basically, all you do is type in Temp Ban, then the player name and the duration and the minutes. As far as I know, the duration and the minutes are actually together. I don't think they were separate, but you can try either one. I'm pretty sure they're together, so I think it would be like temp, ban. Let's try myself. Kane, Hurt, duration, 1 minute. You got owned. I'm not sure if that would work, but let's try it. Oh no, 1 minute. Maybe you can't have any words on that. Oh, okay, so it's space 1 minute. Okay, so it's like that. Wonder if I can still use the message. You got owned. No, it doesn't like that. Let's try again. Like that. So it's temp ban, name, 1, space M for 1 minute. And there you go. So now I'm temporary banned for 1 minute. And when now that person logs in, this is the kind of the cool part. Oh, okay, because I'm an admin, I guess it overrides it anyways. Oops. Is it gonna... Oh, I think that's rain, isn't it? Weather. Sun? Sunny, I apologize. Okay, the other features is Bookworm. Now, I don't have books here, but basically, well, hold on. I'm not going to be a jerk and not show you this. Let me look up the ID. I don't have the simple plugin right now to spawn items, so I have to use console to do it. Or I could do it in game because I'm up, but I don't have, like, you can't use words like give, Kane underscore heart 22, Oh, I could do that, I guess. Which I meant, like, you can't use a word like book. No, yeah. There you go. So I'm going to pause this for 1 second. Of course, you won't see a difference. Okay, we're back. So it was 47, we'll just do 5 of those, and 340, 64 of those. Oh, 340, you silly. Can't type anymore. Getting old, people. So here we go. Okay, we have low inventory. I'm going to show you something else later for that. So let's bring these down here. So you want to start a book. You don't want this crap here. Let's just get rid of all this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. So the way the books work and other future maybe items that... Oh, that's time, day? What was that? Wait, is that storm again? What the frig? Weather, sunny... I hope that works. Anyways, basically you get a workbook and you can put it in a write mode. So right now the book does nothing. It's just a freaking book. You throw it up and down and it's exciting. And oh, there it's stacking with the first stackable book. And then you can type in /W and I don't know, the book of love. I don't know. Oh, you gotta type in write, I think. Right? Ah, there you go. Chat write mode enabled. So basically you type in write. I forget. I think you can do help, by the way, like that. Okay. Yeah. So when you're in write mode, you have to do /write space and then put in the little thing here, then help to get the commands. So it'll tell you commands like undo, read, blah, blah, blah. So anything I write now is about the Book of Love. So love hurts. Love rocks. I don't know, that's so lame. And then you can go /write chat to end it, I believe. There you go. So now when you have this book in your hand, left click does nothing, right click, there you go, The Book of Love by Kane Hart. Love hurts, love rocks. Now it goes by line. I'm not sure. There's more complex things you can do, I'm sure. But now what you do is you put it in a bookshelf. So here it is. I'm going to take this book and I'm going to left click the bookshelf. I can left click and right click all the other bookshelves. Nothing's there. I'm going to just let that chat disappear here. Okay, so now when I right click this book, look at this, The Book of Love by Kane Hart. People can read it from here. I'm not sure if they can read all of it or just the first page. If you left click, I believe you get the book again. Okay, maybe not. Oh, it's shift click. Is that right? Yeah, okay, so if you shift click the bookshelf, you get your book back. And now only the author can make copies of the book. So basically what you do is you just go to the bookshelf and you left click it. And now when you right click, there you go, I got another copy. So that's a copy that the players can use. If you have Spout, if you have just a normal client, when you go like this, just switching it on your taskbar, it'll tell you the book. If you have Spout installed, you can actually hover over the book and it'll say book, The Book of Love. And there you go. Oh, did I? Oh, no, I think that's a broken tooltip. I don't think that's the case. Yeah, okay. So if we write another one, like write Sexy Kane book. And then we go write chat. This is going to be a long video, by the way, so prepare. There you go. So you got, when you scroll around like this, you'll see them go like that. So now when we go in here, the Book of Sexy Book Kane, the Book of Love. And of course the tooltip is bugging here, where it's still carrying it over even though it's not there. So if we want there and go there, you know, it's kind of weird how it works that way. That's something I'll report to the author. I'll actually show him this video, I guess. That makes sense. So I can get back my book here, and I can put my new book in here instead, or, you know, whatever. So you can make copies. You can do a stack of them. So this is what you probably don't want to accidentally do, by the way. If you went like that, all 59 copies should just become Sexy Kane book, literally. And now everyone in the world can get a copy of my Sexy Kane book. So yeah, that's one of the cool mods. Oh, I gotta flip a page here to read on the other mods. So let me just pause this for a second. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is... Okay, so we have Border Guard. That's nothing to talk about. I'm going through the whole list of plugins. Nothing has really changed there, unfortunately. Just the same old simple border guards that just prevents you from going past the borders of 16,000 by 16,000 world. The next one would be Chat Manager. The Chat Manager basically just offers features like, not even who, just chatting really. It offers colored names. It offers AFK. The AFK system is not like you guys are used to. Unfortunately, when you who on somebody AFK, it will unfortunately say, well, there you go. It won't even show on there. AFK is almost useless now. So I have added also a do not disturb, which is better. Unfortunately, do not disturb doesn't show in who, but if somebody private messages you, you can actually DND them basically, or like it'll say to them, do not disturb, and you won't even get the message, sort of leaving you in peace so you can do your work without people bugging you. So if you're a mod who wants a break that day or whatever, and you can turn that off with using DND. Another feature, I'm not sure if I have it enabled here, is ignore. There you go, incorrect command. Ignore James Bendis. See if we can do somebody offline. Okay, James Bendis is not a valid player. But there's a new feature, and as far as I know, it only lasts when you log off, but it may work indefinitely, where you can actually ignore players. So say just somebody is really upsetting you, bothering you, just don't want to hear them anymore, you can actually /ignore them, and yeah, that gets rid of them. So that's the chat manager. It's a simple program. It's simple to use. I guess the next one is trade, I guess. Here we are. And it's just the same plugins we had before. We got our sign chest sign system, which is hooked into Economy now. So 100 credits is 1 gold diamond. And on Godcraft, not like other servers where you sell stuff to the invisible player who gives you money for selling stuff, we do not do that on Godcraft. We do not force prices. Like, we're not one of those servers that say this should be this price, that should be that price. The players decide the prices they want to buy and sell. The only thing you can do is exchange 1 diamond for, well, on here this is better, you can exchange 1 diamond for 100 credits, or you can sell it back for and get 1 diamond for those 100 credits. That's the only thing we do at Godcraft. And the government has $1 million basically. It can increase, but and it just goes out into the players' pockets. So yeah, that's Chess Shop. So Command Book, and that was Economy as well, but that was mainly showing you Chess Shop. Command Book, basically, we're only using that now for when you log in. If we scroll up here, let's get a good scroll up here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Just simple as that. We'll change it. It just says, hello, Kane. Please post daily at our forums at godcraft.com. And, yeah, simple as that. Nothing special. The next one after that is Drop Bonus, which is one we're going to replace with Other Blocks. Other Blocks and Drop Bonus, the reason we use that on Godcraft is not that we're giving bonus drops, to be honest. What we do is we actually remodify the drop system with the same rates, but we make it so when you kill a monster, you must be wielding a sword. I guess we could make it an axe and etc., but the reason for this is too many people would start creating these large farms and sit there all day long. So things on Godcraft like, well, a lot of things, but things like feathers and etc., aren't popular on Godcraft. It takes a while, and you got to understand that on Godcraft we're not really about having a zillion of the resources each and etc. So something just pretty simple like that. Sorry, I'm tired. The next one is going to be the biggest one that people are going to be happy. We're going to bring in dynamic map, I guess that stands for. Luckily, the developers have been really, really good with us. They've taken some of our feedback. They've tweaked it so much since we used it. Been testing it, I should say. Now it offers it in HD, so it looks pretty good. We're not going to do the super zoom in where you can actually put your finger on the block, but you'll be able to see a really nice overview of Godcraft and zoom in quite further than our old rendering maps. The quality will be fair. It won't be super fair. We're going to do basically you can try out what a map looks like at JPEG quality 85. It basically offers us 4 to 5 times better, well, not compression, but smaller size than PNG. PNG is better, of course, for quality. It's a lossless compression system, but quality-wise. But unfortunately, not everyone has really fast connections. And I've already tested it. Just going to the page downloads about 2 MB of PNGs. Just going to that without zooming. So I mean, people are kind of going backwards in this industry right now, or in the world, I guess, where they're starting to use iPhones and tethering and laptops with built-in 3G and etc. etc. So things like having a map 4 or 5 times smaller is quite a nice feature. So yeah, and the other feature of the map program is, and you guys will love this, is it's literally near live. We'll set it probably 5 minutes or so, but if you're doing work on a big, large project, it will actually queue it up and render that in like 5 to 10 minutes and show up on the map. The features that we're going to remove at this time will be players and chat. We don't want to show where players are and hang out. A lot of people like privacy on Godcraft, and we respect that. So we're not going to have that. And we're not going to have chat because we don't want random people chatting into our server. I don't know why some people do that, but some are small little public servers. And yeah, I think that's going to be a wonderful feature in addition to Godcraft. The next one is economy, so we want warp trade here. We can go back there. Woo! Warp trade here. Let's see here. Well, I guess I don't even care about the block. Oh, this is not really economy here. This is economy. Money. Basically, if credits use these machines, this is part of the chest shop system. You get credits. There's a money top. This is the test server, by the way, so it's just like money top. There you go. And it just shows you. So Sniper has 104,000 credits, which basically means he has 1,041 diamonds. Just to give you a rough estimate. Actually, that's exactly what it is worth in the economy. We don't tax or anything stupid like that. Sorry, I'm walking around. Maybe I should go back to spawn. It's a little better for looking. The next feature we have is lag meter, which is basically /lag. 20 TPS is good. Large servers will tell you 10 TPS is good. So if it's above 10 PS is good. If it's under that, something's going on that needs to be looked into. On average, though, on Godcraft, it's probably going to be 15 to 20 always. We have a really good server, guys. The next one is Locket, which you all are familiar with. If you're not, you can just quit. Locket is a signed chest system, protection system, basically. And I guess we can go warp trade again. We're enjoying trade today, so let's go back here. I have them on my chest here. It sucks because it's just sign system also provides, the chest shop also provides protection. But look at this. See these doors? Notice how these doors open by punching it? That's also Locket. So you just put private in brackets and your name on the first line and anyone else you want on the next lines. I have one here too for my vault. And then these chests I don't even have them on here. But the chests out here have them. And basically why we use these on Godcraft instead of the LWC or whatever the hell it is because this uses no database. This is theoretically instant. All it's using is basically a script in which is already loaded in a memory saying, with a sign like this, you keep lock unless if, Kane opens it, which is brilliant, I think. So, yeah, one of the best features. Log block we have. I'm actually considering testing out this new one that's just recently being released. It's getting some hype on it. So, yeah, I was thinking that. So I can right-click this block. It says Kane created stone. This is what we have on Godcraft. We log, millions of blocks a day. And this is how we stop, some people being kind of evil. We don't get evil people on our server, but sometimes the so-called brother and sister gets on somebody's account and causes some damage. But, yeah, we don't really use any of the other features. We don't use, like, the rollback features or anything like that because we've never, ever had a grief big enough to count that. We're a protected server, we're a mature server. That's why we're a paid server. Like, you pay one-time fee to enter the server. What do we have here? We have logors, which is not a thing special. I'll probably get rid of it. Basically, we can sense sort of people who are using X-ray who seem to like be hitting diamonds and gold and all the ores basically. If they seem to be getting really lucky, it starts you know, putting it into a database, and it's just basically a luck, and you can kind of see people's luck basically. It's nothing special. MC Bands, which I already showed you at the beginning of the video, that's so I can kick people's ass and get them off my server. It's a wonderful program. It also allows temp bans, allows mute, unmute, and yeah, basically like that. It also has a web interface, so me and Sniper can unban people, say we're at work or whatever we're doing, and we can't get into Minecraft. We can actually unban people through that. I think the temp ban system is just brilliant, though. Even the player that logs in will get a thing that you're banned for another 4 hours. There will be no more of this. Oh, you forgot to unban me. What's going on? The next one is Minecart Mania, which you guys seen 100 times. By the way, the delay there, I'll show you later. We're not even there yet. Why there's a slight delay when I teleport. But let's go down here. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, this is our map room. Actually, this is a good idea. We have a map room now. This one's not updated since it's the test server. But, oh yeah, this is where we went one down. Where is it? Here we go. Map of Godcraft. So there's a room now that you can place your projects. They're done by, I believe Sniper said they're done by 250 by 250. But you can ask him for help, and basically we're going to map out all of Godcraft, the 16,000 by 16,000, for large projects only. So basically, if your project is about 250 by 250 size, or near that, or bigger, then you can do that. So new Vanum is this size. So it gives you an idea. One block is 250 by 250. Camelot. Yeah, so you guys get an idea. Those projects are pretty big. A lot of the projects are just going to be one. I think this maybe was in Moria or something over here. No, that's City of Reef. Oh, I didn't know they had 4 size blocks. I bet you Moria is pretty big. It must be back over this way. I'm sorry, I don't even know the direction I'm in. That's why it's kind of weird right now. But okay, here's Moria. Oh, wow, I thought Moria would have been bigger than that. But Moria is, well, you guys seen Moria in the videos. It's pretty big still. Well, it's 250 by 250, so his is 500 by 250, I guess. Yeah, something like that. So this is Minecart Mania. We have 100 zillion features. Basically, you just throw on this pad. Now you're gonna, actually go down the track and go south. The carts despawn after 15 seconds, or maybe even 5 seconds, so they're not like following people around. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, it's a complex, massive minecart system. We have over 500,000 tracks placed in Godcraft, and 100% legit there. The next one is Modify World. We don't quite use that. It's just part of the permission system. Basically, we can, make a group not able to build or whatnot, so we can add a guest group, I guess, and eventually to the server. But because of our whitelist being a forced effect around the whole server no matter what, it's not something that we can do at this time, but at least it's kind of there. The next one would be Multiverse, which you guys all have seen 100 times probably in my videos as well. Oops, went too far. Actually, we can just go this way. Warp portal. There you go. So this is actually a different mod, so I'm not going to even talk about this. But Multiverse is basically this right here. This is a whole new world. Separate world. That's the PvP world. It controls. Oh, look at that. I knew something bad was going to happen like this because I don't have the permissions set on here. I don't even think I could spawn from here now. Oh, I do have some kind of spawn, so maybe I can get out of here. MVTP build. Oh, woof. That was a close call. And we have another one. We have the Nether. And we hope to expand on these in the future. Offer, Skylands and, the new 1.8 world, because Notch is clearly doing a lot of work in that. So this is their Nether world. Fortified in here, and then you go out here, and then you hit The lovely hell. Which isn't quite loading here. There we go. I notice everything slows down when you're frapsing. It's weird. It's not like my computer slowing down, just everything takes a little longer. Teleportation takes longer. It's a little strange, but yeah. What do we have now? That was multiverse. No cheat. No cheat. I can't show you. But no cheat basically has some little bad, nasty things that people can do. Just disables it, like flying, speed hacking, and it logs it all. So when I get bored and want to ban some people, I can go through those logs. After no cheat, we have OK Chat. Okay. Oh no. So Chat Manager is something different. Oh crap. Oh no. Chat Manager I think is part of permissions. OK Chat is what we use for the like DND and to basically have some of the more advanced chat functions. Oh, it might be also tell and replies and yeah, it's tell. Oh yeah, it's persistent too. I forgot that. We added PM again. So basically if you go PM name hey, what happens is every time you chat, it'll go to hey and you'll be locked in that and he can do it as well. Also has like /r and etc. So if you hit help, actually, it's all there. Who M R and PM, which is persistent PM, which was amazing back in the day, and we got it back. Yeah. So yeah, that's OK Chat. The next one is Open Warp, which I'll now show you, which is basically warp north, south, east, west. I think I even have one at spawn. Portal. And trade. Very smooth, very good. You know, and the smoothing of the teleportation is actually not just that. It's mainly spout actually. But this is a new teleportation. We basically got rid of Essential, so we had to replace everything. Open Warp is a wonderful plugin, and I suggest anyone who's looking for a warp type plugin, which is basically set homes and warp. Use it if you want to do TP. You can either use Multiverse has a built-in one. It's like MV TP name and like person or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Does not know how to take. It's something like that. The next one we have is Permission Compact. There's nothing I can show you in that. Basically, permissions on plugins have changed so many times that you need another permission to fake a permission to be able to use those permissions. It's a pain in the ass. And the one after that is Permission X. Or if you really want to know, Permission X is one word. So if you want to include this third last one, it would be Permission Sex. But anyway, Permissions X is another wonderful plugin that does the permissions. I like it better than the permission bucket. It was a pain in the ass. Too many plugins now are having true commands, even without you enabling them, letting you use those commands. And what you have to do with that permission system is actually say false. Like, get real. Permission is supposed to be securing your server. So you want every single permission disabled. But no. Some creative bastard thought, hey, let's let plugins decide what permissions work without even, enabling them. Don't ask me how that happened, but that's what happened. And so Permission X doesn't do that shit anyways. It works wonderfully with every plugin I have, and that's what I use. The next one, Sign Colors. I'm not going to even bother. You guys figure out Sign Colors, right? Basically use the same thing as Java. Actually, I don't have it enabled. Usually you would go A like that, but we have it enabled like this. Java is actually with the N sign, but we use, oops, I'm not lame. And there you go. So that's the color. It's a VIP feature actually. We do that because VIPs keep Godcraft alive. Same with the chess shop. It's a VIP feature, so only people who are VIP. It helps pay the bills, guys. That's why we do it. Yeah, that works well. We got sign colors, sign lifts. Do we even have any sign lifts here? You guys have seen all the sign lifts before. Oh, they cleared this plot recently. Weird. Okay, I don't know why there's no sign lifts around here. I thought there would have been. Okay, warp, spawn. You've seen them here, guys, but I'll show you again. I'm sure most people know what sign lifts are. Basically that. Do 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 do. After sign lift, we have spout, which is a wonderful feature. It offers, things like hovering over these books. It offers chunk cache, being able to literally store some of the chunks into your local computer, basically saving you bandwidth, something silly like 50% or something. I'm not sure if that's even part of it or if that's another thing, but it saves lots of bandwidth. It offers client API eventually. It offers server-side API, which is being used quite a bit now, which can actually send some UI data to the client. Like you can have maybe a party plugin and now have the party display on here. I don't have a plugin that really shows that. But I do have one plugin that I'll show after this. Actually, I can show it now because it's the next one after this. Cloud levels. For example, you can get a plugin now. Before the cloud level, you had to edit with a client modification. But if you have the Spout client and then use the server client, there's a plugin that will raise clouds or disable clouds. That's, for example, the functions that you can do right on the server. I can send you music. You can play music and all that. Pictures, images, anything really. It's quite amazing what it can do. Here we go. Yeah, Spout Backpack, which is going to be a VIP feature. Both 1, 2, and 3 will get it. It does vary in sizes, but here we go. You hit I, and you have a whole backpack now. And it works with shift. You can shift down in here, and you can shift up in here. And you can store items. We still have a bit more testing to do with it. When you die, theoretically, this backpack should drop. But the last time I think we tried it, we died and the backpack didn't. That would be unlegit. If that happens, maybe we'll just disable backpack. That's something we're considering, is just disabling backpack in PvP. But it's a convenience way to store, and of course we always give warnings like if the plugin breaks or destroys. I mean, it's not our fault, and you may lose items, but I doubt it. I'm going to trust it with my items in it. I mean, I'm not going to put my 10 diamond blocks in it, but I'll use it for most of my common stuff. So Spout Backpack, yeah, it's a wonderful thing. You can adjust the sizes, and if you really wanted to, depending on what kind of server type you have, you can use economy money and actually buy upgrades, but we're just doing ours for VIP. So Stargate is this, not this compass, by the way. That's World Edit. This is Stargate, basically creating portals on the server to other worlds or on the same world. And basically, you're just putting the address in. So this is this is telling you what world that we're on. This is to what world we want it to. Actually, this is gates. I'm lying. This tells it build, which basically means this gate's name to PvP gate, and this is a network, like a permission setting, actually PvP net. So in the permission file, if you have that, you can access this gate. And on the fourth line, you don't see it, but if you hit A, which means activated gate, which means what it looks like right now, turns it on. If you don't put anything in there, it becomes a button gate where you actually hit a button and then walk through it. And even if you don't have permissions, you can even activate the gate with even punching the button. It's just kind of some silly thing. We keep it active. I don't know why you would want to add more to it, but I guess depending on the server. We're using something called Sticky Help for our help now. So we have a help file here. The social commands, we have the travel commands, the economy commands, and the VIP. So now with this, we can add more pages in help. So now I can type in help VIP, and here you go. So we got VIP. Basically, they can use a special me and spawn, and they get a 9 slot backpack. VIP 2 gets a kit stone, which is basically simple. It's not super unlegit or anything like that. It's got like a quite a long cooldown, anyways. But if you type in stone or kit stone, boom, that's all you get. And you can't use it for, I think, 10 minutes or something stupid like that. It doesn't even tell you the cooldown. So yeah, they got kit stone, top. Top is probably the best feature, why everyone likes it. Actually, the second best. There you go. Lets you get on top of things. It's just easier if you're in a cave and you got stuck. You got AFK and DND, I already showed you that. Sign colors. And I don't even have it written here. VIP2 actually is pretty much the nicest one, actually. You also get access to creating shops. Pretty nice. VIP 3 is just right now is pink name, and you get free access to all the portals. So we use the portals as an expansion. You can pay like $5 pre-order basically to use that portal, and we had one for the Nether. Um, it's how we raise money on Godcraft, but not a lot of people do it because a lot of people are just builders. They don't even care about that stuff. But yeah, so VIP 3, we just give it to everyone for thanking. You know, they're donating $15 a month, so they're a huge help to us. So we thank them by just giving them all the portal access. The next one is called Vault, which is a permission system with another plugin. It's just basically nothing I even know. It's something to do with permissions, and I really honestly don't know much on that. It's just a requirement. Then after that, we have the whitelist. Basically, if you go to godcraft.com 1338 or 1337, it'll say, please sign up at godcraft.com. And then we have Who's There, which is this Who plugin, and it'll show your colored names. It's so simple. Yeah, and I think you can do it by world, so you can go Who Build. It'll say one player build, and if you go Who Nether, show Nether. I'm not sure if it does this. Okay, so no players were found on Nether. No players found with that name. Oh, that's cool. Wonder what happens if we want Kane Hart. I don't think you have this part. Oh, never mind. But anyways, it's just a Who plugin, and it works with the color mod really well, which is, I believe, part of either Chat Manager or OK. I think it was OK Chat. No, I think about it. Oh, Chat Manager, I believe, is to give permissions file suffixes and prefixes for colors, like my red color. That's what Chat Manager was. And then we have World Edit. You've all seen World Edit. You type in wand if you've ever installed World Edit, and you right click, and then you left click, and you set diamond block. And then you go, and you can go slash undo. Same thing, you can go set fire. I mean, you can do anything you want with it. There's way more complex. You can do circulars, and you can copy and paste like a whole city, and it does everything basically. We don't use it actually on Godcraft. The only thing we use it for is World Guard, which is a requirement for World Guard. Go figure. Kind of weird. And with World Guard, well, that stops people. Oh, I crashed. Okay, I'm back. I didn't crash. Fucking Windows. I had the Windows update shit come up, and without asking me, I probably had this timer at the bottom that was like 1 second remaining. So anyways, I ended up crashing and, well, resetting. And then after it did its update, it reset, and then it reset again. Like, go figure. You need 2 resets for an update? By the way, when I said World Guard, I don't understand why World Edit's used. It's for regions. I know why it's used. I don't use regions, really. We do for one plot land, but that's for the PvP safe zone. But it's still, to me, stupid. So yeah, World Guard basically protects our server from everything. Fires, lava, our server doesn't burn down, basically. That's basically it, yeah. We use it so people... Oh, and safety, so we don't take damage on the build server, so, you know, you don't lose health, etc., etc. And basically that's all it is for. On the PvP server, we have a PvP protected area in the start city. That's basically what it's for there. And, yeah, that's basically it. Besides that, we have Bucket 1060, which is 1060, and it has so many updates on that. We're using, I think, 953, so just give you an idea, that would be 107 updates in Bucket since we last update. And one of the biggest features is the chunk compression is now threaded on its own thread, meaning when people teleport, log in, log off, etc., well, usually log in and log out. Instead of spiking the CPU to 100%, it should do this on a separate thread and cause a little less lag on the main server, with people logging in and out and warping back and forth type thing. And yeah, that's probably the most beautiful part of it, really. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. I think tomorrow we'll work on Never Eat Shredded Wheat West. I was going to say wheat. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be working on wheat, and we'll have day 1, 2, and 3 of probably wheat, and then we'll see what we do from there. And also, I'll probably start doing some Age of Conan videos, um, also on the side. Which, if you guys ever wanted to see what Age of Conan looked like, the MMORPG, you can. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching. Subscribe and check out godcraft.com.